Alright, we're reviewing our 2020 Ford Explorer ST. So the key here is before you do a review, you gotta do a nice wash. We washed it. Now let's take a quick walk around. The first thing to know about these cars before you get in them is you don't need to push any buttons, do anything other than locking the Explorer, which is just a simple put your finger on the lock right here and it will lock all the doors if you have the key in your pocket. Now right now it's not going to do anything. Of course I pull it, I don't have the key, but when you have the key in your pocket, this is what happens. As soon as you put your hand on there, it unlocks the doors and you can go ahead and open it up, and I can bring you inside this lovely engine compartment. And I can't show you right now, but one of the other neat things this thing does is right on my hand you can see there's a logo. The ST logo will go on the ground. It's about like yay big. It's really cool. Not to mention you've got your numbers in here. I have no idea what my code is, so I've never even tried it. But yeah, so let's quickly take a brief overview, take a quick tour of the vehicle, just so you guys can get a full idea of what's going on here and what you would expect hopping into a 2020 Ford ST Explorer. Let's go. So you can get the same size as what we have, the large, which basically doesn't work with the seats up, but it's the same cost as the small one. I don't understand that. But anyways, that's what we did because we don't really need it. But we've used it for a lot of things. We even put in 8-foot lengths of wood in here, which I think I have a picture of, which I'll throw in right now. Actually, it's a video. And we've used it any way we could just to see what it's like. The nice thing about this is that you have the push button on the top. You can close the door. I can even take this out and quickly show you. I'm a tall guy. I don't recommend trying to sit in the back seat of here. It's gonna be cramped. I'll show you. So all you do here is you hit these buttons. You have your left and right, your left, or you hit both of them like I'm just doing now, and it brings everything up. Ta-da! So the headrest will sit down so that you're able to get the most amount of room out of it. So these are some more goodie areas here. So we've got our go bag. It also comes with a mat under here, which is kind of nice. But we've got our emergency kit under there. And of course some extra storage space on either side of here. You know, one day that could probably fit a subwoofer. And to fold down the seats, you either hit this left and right, or left only, right only, or in this case we're going to hit them both. So I'm quite a tall guy, so I'm 6'2" with the seat all the way back. I have more than enough room, and that's one of the things that I found with this vehicle the most, is that we had enough room with me sitting behind me to be able to be comfortable. Now when I do start this vehicle, the seat does go up a bit, but this is where it's sit all the way back. So that's kind of a fun, nice thing to have, and that was a must-have for us because obviously I'm tall. And anybody that sits behind us in any other vehicle suffers poorly. So let's get inside this thing and start turning things on and go from there. Now I'm sitting in the vehicle. Usually when you open the door up, the whole dash lights up, everything gets ready for you, and you go from there. But straight away, of course, you saw that in the beginning with the embroidered seats that have the ST logo. Again, you see it right here in the steering wheel. As well, you see it down on the sill. It all says Ford Race, Ford Performance, ST. Everything in this thing is telling you that this thing is not your average Explorer. So let's get into the features, because there's a lot of features. I mean, we did not want all these features. Well, I shouldn't say that. We didn't plan for all these features. What we wanted was just a smaller screen, everything else. No, we got everything. We got the full entertainment package, everything down to massaging seats, which you think is a gimmick until you're sore one day and you need to use them, because they're phenomenal. So let's get into this. So first things first, as I said before, you can see the ST logo right down here. So let's go ahead. I've got the key in my pocket. I'm just going to light everything up. So yes, we have owned this for a little bit. The dash comes up right away. Ford Performance. It is a slower infotainment system. Let's not get radio strike. And but when it comes up here, it brings everything up very slowly, and it loads all your maps. So you can go to your home, which I haven't really used, and it's apparently connected to my wife's phone. Thank you for hating me so much. So we have your subscription to internet or Sirius satellite radio right now, but this is what brings it up. You can have just the two screens. I don't like it. I like the whole map showing everything here. I know you can't really see it because it's blurred, but for me that's absolutely perfect. Thank you, motorbikes, for going by. So now you can go to your different music settings. You can click your sources. You can choose if it might. Here, I'll quickly connect my phone and I'll show you actually. So connect your phone. you go change phone, device phone to my phone, connect all media. Voila, now it's on my phone. So one of the things that I have is the Radio Player Canada app, and if you're not in Canada, obviously it might be different for you, obviously. So we go to music, we go to sources, and I can pick, and it will say, hey, the last station you were
connected
listening
to Radio Player. This is the last station you were listening to, the Peak 102.7 Modern Rock Vancouver.
So there you go. That's cool. That's not working. Is it because I'm on Wi-Fi? Oh yeah. Take that off.
The network is not currently available. You can either update the network settings or exit the app.
Okay, so last time I did this, it was not this difficult. Okay, there we go. I'm going to hit pause quickly because I'm going to get nailed with the strike, so I don't want to do that. But you can do that. You can also go back to your phone. Oops, sorry, audio. You can go back to sources. You can just pick your phone, and then if you, so it's already playing the Radio Player Canada app. But whatever music you're listening to, obviously you can play it on there. And there's one more feature, obviously. So down this little lovely box in here, we have your USB 3, USB-C, and you have your 12 volt. So what I'm going to do is, I haven't done this before, so we're all guinea pigs here today. And the nice thing, I kind of like this. One of the better features is you can, cord comes right out here. That's kind of neat. Now let's go to apps. Allow. Install. So this is the device. Android Auto is available for this car, so we have to download it first, and then it will open up on the phone. Of course, if you're using Apple CarPlay, I don't even know if you have to download it, to be honest. Apple makes it a lot easier. Okay, so continue, agree. Continue. Allow. Oh my goodness. Yes, I get it. You're doing everything. And continue. So there you are. There you go. So it likes all the places that I like to go. I think one of the things I don't like particularly about this is that this doesn't go full screen. So it will show whatever preferences, Android Auto. So it just goes half screen, so half and half. That's the only thing on here that it does, and I'm not really particularly excited about. But you can go to all of your settings straight from here. You can go to your library, your playlists. I like mine all out of the 90s. So you can go through all that. The only downside is I don't think you can get the full screen. I still have to look into it, but okay, you can go back to the map if you like. Yeah, that's the thing that kind of annoys me about this. It's only a half screen, which I'm not super thrilled about. Right, let's turn that off before I get in trouble. So yeah, so that's with Android Auto hooked up. Kind of fun. If you're not gonna, I'm just gonna disconnect and go back to my navigation. So one other thing is, you're like me, or usually you forget. Mint. It's full. Usually, like me, you forget your charger. This is the feature I love the most. I'll just show you. So you go and put the phone down here, and then it says wireless charge activated, and then it starts charging your phone right there. It's beautiful. Now, obviously, if you have a Note 10, or I think it's the Plus. I think my wife has the Apple Plus. I can't remember, but you can't use the case on that. You just have to slide it in without the case. So that's kind of annoying. But I've got a I've got a Galaxy 8 or whatever, so I can just slide it in with the case. Everything else, it works. It charges. So you don't have to worry about remembering to bring your charger with you all the time, but it's kind of nice if you want to get your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. This is the first time I've used it. So we're going to go to our driver's assistance. So these are all the things that you can set up, and you can also you can also set these things on your steering wheel. Just so, cruise control. This is all your cruise control settings. This is cruise. This will center the steering wheel. This will decide how far you go. The pre-collision assist will come up on your dash and will flash. It will this will turn different colors depending on how close you are to cars. Lane keeping system is on the side here. This little button. So you hit that, and it will take that off the screen, so it comes back on. And you're good. I still have to figure out. I know there's another one you can do that will change your speedometer so it goes in the middle, sort of what happens when you're on sport mode. Let's see if driver, it does come up driver. So you have your different driver modes. This is obviously the one that's going to get you the best fuel economy, and we're going to just, yes, I know all that's there. And then obviously this is the fun mode on sport. This is another drawback with this car. The infotainment system here is a little bit slower, but whatever. When you flick over to it, whether or not it loads, it will immediately start up right away. So tow mode, and then we did test this in the snow. I'm not gonna lie, it actually works pretty nice. So you can set that off on slippery. You can set off your trails, and very last is deep sand and snow, which I'm not gonna be ever allowed to do. So that's the dash display system. So back to our infotainment system here. I'm not going to hit 911 assist. Display. So it can change your background. Ooh. That's not what I wanted. Sure. Let's not save that one. Okay. Mode. Auto. You can set all those. There's a couple of things. Oh, calm. Oh, very nice. Display. I'm not going to use calm. Oh, you can turn off the display too. Wow, I didn't know that before. That's actually very helpful. Oh yeah, you can change all your ambient lighting. That's really funny. So all the cup holders, there's lights on the side and everything else, and underneath you can change all that. This is actually the fun one. So yes, you can turn massage on. Yep, it's working right now. So I'm just sitting here and I'm doing full relaxation, so it goes up in here and even comes down under you, so it's really interesting. What was the one I had to find here? I think it was vehicle. Let's do vehicle. So one thing that didn't happen right away, easy entry and exit. So that's obviously when you get in and out of the vehicle, it will move the seat back. It will also adjust your mirrors. So when you go, no, it doesn't. It does not adjust your mirrors in this one. That's right. That was one thing we didn't like about this whole thing. Your remote start system. I already have our remote start set up. I have an app. Everything is connected to it. I have not. Oh, here's the other one. If you go in tow mode, you might want to disable this. Actually, I have one problem. So when we were towing with the trailer once, when I walked back, because of the chain location that went under the car for some reason, it it started opening the door because I had the key. That was weird. Ever since then, I've never had that. So my key. When you do the remote start, it will run for about 30 minutes, and then it will shut off. You can set all that up as well. I don't know that yet. I'm still learning quite a bit. But the one thing I needed to show you was that the other one actually, where is it? Lighting. This is one thing that drove me nuts. Auto high beam. Oh, I don't like it. So I shut that off. I was driving. It was nighttime, and obviously, and it was snowing. As soon as the car didn't sense another vehicle, it put the high beams on. And you can flick the high beams off by just hitting this high beam switch. It shuts it off. But you have to go into the menus to turn off auto high beam, which is kind of annoying. The auto full, anytime you shut the vehicle and lock the door with that little pushing either using the remote or you put your finger on that button and it shuts everything off. So the key here to this vehicle is the performance that it has. I know that's why you've all tuned into this video.